So this is the RamdySDR. It's probably 90% finished right now. But I wanted my SDR to not only look like a normal radio, but to cope with my entire shack. So this actually connects directly to my Hermes. This connects to my Flex, and it'll connect to any cat rig up here that I've got connected to the radio. And all I have to do is flick between them. I've also got a full logger built into it for logging the calls and synchronizing that to Logbook of the World and QRZ. I've got the TRX sound path editing here, so you can record yourself before and after and alter your outbound audio. I've got cluster spot. You can click on any cluster here and it will take you to that spot there. You've got multiple screens, so you can customize the screen however you want. This is sort of like, just like a demonstration. I've got different colors, different layouts that look very similar to each other, and you can customize all the colors and apply themes to them. You can also create custom help screens. So here I've got my modes, USB, LSB, for example. Okay, and this is like my standard layout. So here I've got my band selections, my auto notch, my preamps. I've got noise reduction enabled for the bands. Okay, so that's on there. I've got RF gain, I've got auto squelch that I've put in, mic gain, tuner power, as well as TX power, band up, band down, VFO. And what really I think stands out on here is the fact that you can customize this and add on any controls that you want. So for example, I don't want my VFO wheel here anymore. I just click on this customize button here, and I can move my VFO button over there, and then I can apply it, and then it works again where it is over there. So it's fully customizable in regards to wherever you can use any control. You can move any of your controls anywhere you want on the screen. Okay, so say I want my PTT button onto here, I can drag my PTT button and I can put it on top of my waterfall and I can operate it from there. It's all order controlled. So then in the settings, we've got various things. So here are all the controls, and you've got different views. Like I just showed you about the different colors. You can select the different views and you can apply different feature sets and different controls to each one. So here's my full feature set. If I wanted to add any other control on here, I can just click add, and then I can add on a MIDI control, a TCI control, a Hermes control, Flex control, etc. I can then come down here, I can select which control I want. So if I wanted like another noise reduction filter that I've got available, or a CWL or CWU mode button, I can just add those onto the screen. I can make the buttons round, circles, squares, multi-states. I can select different types of dials in regards to working with the different radio types, because they all have different protocols, protocol 1, protocol 2, etc. So you can do that. Here you can create basically the drag and drop onto the screen of the functions that you've got on the previous screen. If you prefer to operate like that, you can just click open function palette and you can add those on. Here are the different views which are assigned to my menus at the bottom. So each view is a layout that you can add controls onto. Then we've got the menus. So if I go back here, I've got different menus you can see just listed here. But these are these menus across here, so you can add menus to do anything that you want. These, for me, at the top, switch between my internal radio, the Flex, and the cat control at the top. And then down here, I go between my logger, my sound path, my cluster spot, you know, and my radios and my modes. So you can just sort of go back there. Then over here, just trying to think what else we've got. So okay, yeah, so you can choose which display it goes on. You can do like feature overrides for height and width, etc. This is a launcher, so if you are using a ether, for example, or Thetis, that if this detects Thetis running or ether in the background, you can set it to go to a particular layout to control that radio. Okay, and this is the same here, so that you can look for those executables running in the background. So here's your integration with QRZ and Logbook of the World. You can build your own themes, so you can click on Theme Designer and you can design a theme for your own layout and do whatever you want on there. You can apply glow, custom buttons, backgrounds, etc. if you wanted to. You can do all that on the themes. Here's the spot hub, so it shows the DX spots over the top, or voice markers, QRM markers over the top of the display. Auto detects QRM. This is something I put into a ether and I've pulled back into this app. Elgato Stream Deck integration using plugins that I've written, so you can enable the WebSocket there. External controllers, so here I've got basically my foot switch enabled. It's a cheap £10 USB foot switch. It detects USB devices and you can add them in, or you can tie them into MIDI. Then you've got MIDI pass-through, so you can pass MIDI controls or the Arduino cards into your machine and you can assign them, or you can even pass them through to the next radio if you're doing MIDI bridge into Thetis, for example. You can add in multiple radios, like say I've got my Hermes, my Flex, Hamlib controller. You can do serial cat TCI clients and pull in all of those. At the moment, if I click on Flex, you can see that we're connected to the Flex and we're streaming from there. And this is where you add the pan adapters. RX display, so this is kind of a little bit of everything in here at the moment. It's like a dumping ground where stuff check things, but it's to do currently with auto squelch and noise reduction settings and various other little things for the bands. Probably get tidied up later. So here's another layout for the audio gate. Now you can see that it's auto fixing the clipping, so rather than you having to try and set yourself up, it will auto clip. So you can see there it's actually adapting for clipping that's coming through, because I'm talking at the moment probably a little bit too loud, so it's auto adapting for that. There you select your microphone input, your speaker, what you want to use for there, and also for your monitor. And then we've just got some about, legal and help pages. So this is to do with some hardware and a project that me and WD4X Raymond are working on, and this is called RamdySDR, and hopefully it'll be a radio for all radios. You know, you just need one screen in your shack and you can control any radio that you've got around your computer. So yeah, if you like it, let me know. Mexico 8 Whiskey Lima Oscar.